at what Cooper Kupp did. Where do you think that stands on all-time receiving
I think that was the greatest season we've ever seen. So I pulled up a couple comparisons. So Calvin Johnson's best season with the Lions was the only season that had more reception yards than Cooper Kupp this year. But I was taking a look, and Calvin Johnson only scored 5 touchdowns this year. Cooper Kupp scored 16. Plus he caught 6 more in the playoffs. Like, the fact that Cooper Kupp was able to be so consistent throughout the whole 17-game season and then through all 4 games of the playoffs, we've never seen that before.
What's insane is you bringing that up. How did Calvin Johnson only have that many touchdowns? You know, how did he only have 5? Because
crazy.
He was a 6'4" specimen. Cooper Kupp is 5'10". I mean, and then I know it's hard to, bring up postseason and all this, adding it on to greatest season and stuff, because it's like some people didn't get those opportunities. But for what Cooper Kupp did, he kept it going against the best teams in the playoffs. Okay.
Yeah.
I honestly have no clue. I'm not an NFL defensive coordinator. When I watch TV, I'm one of those guys, and I feel I could figure it out of how to stop. How has nobody stopped him? Okay.
Yeah.
And the thing that I think is funny, that's so odd about the way he plays, is it was almost an underrated season in the sense of going into the Super Bowl. I kept hearing, how are the Rams going to stop Jamar Chase? Why aren't we talking about arguably the greatest season? I would turn on the TV and you're hearing about Ramsey, maybe on Higgins, because then they'll double coverage Jamar Chase, or maybe Ramsey will just stay with Jamar Chase and they'll Cooper Kupp had a underappreciated season. He wasn't thought about in the MVP race. I know we talked about that last week.
Mm-hmm.
It really was an unbelievable season. And if a thing like that, if a season like that can't win league MVP, I don't know what can. I mean,
I don't think that award will ever go to a non-quarterback.
I don't see how.
Like we said last week, Rodgers didn't even have that great of a year for a quarterback, and Cooper Kupp got 1 vote.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Just Cooper Kupp's consistency was amazing to me. I took a look at his stats. He had 1 bad-ish game. I think he had 5 catches for 64 yards, no touchdowns. That was his 1 bad game out of 21 games this year. Every other game, he had probably at least 8 catches, at least 90 yards, a touchdown or 2. I took a look. If he caught 8 catches, 100 yards, and a touchdown, it was a below-average game for him. That's insane.
That is crazy. See, and like you said, you even look back at like the other seasons, you put touchdowns up there. The only ones that are competing are Randy Moss. Julio Jones can't even get to that. Julio Jones is a huge receiver, just like Calvin Johnson, and he wasn't getting touchdowns. I mean, Moss had his, but he couldn't get with the yards. It really was a spectacular season.
Randy Moss season. Yeah, Cooper Kupp outcaught him by 50 catches, outcaught him by about 500 yards. And once they got to the playoffs, Randy Moss didn't even break 100 yards in 3 games. He had 1 touchdown. It's like Cooper Kupp's regular season alone would have been incredible. The fact that he was able to do even better and win the World Series or the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we've ever seen something like that.